Russia just revealed something so terrifying about Antarctica that it could change everything we thought we knew about our planet. Deep beneath the ice of the most isolated continent on Earth, discoveries are being made that defy explanation and challenge our understanding of life itself. Today, let's uncover the 12 spine-chilling truths about what's really happening in Antarctica. In 2012, satellite imagery of East Antarctica revealed a peculiar oval shape embedded deep in the ice, roughly 400 feet across, in one of the most remote, untouched places on Earth. The distinct circular formation appeared almost artificial, with what looked like defined walls or a compound-like outline. Scientists were baffled. Given the region's isolation, human construction seemed impossible. Researchers proposed natural explanations, pointing to Antarctica's powerful katabaket winds, dense icy air masses that rush down from high plateaus, shaping the snow into ridges called sastrugi. These wind-carved patterns can form elaborate wave-like structures. However, an oval formation of this size is relatively rare. Experts concluded that while satellite data offers valuable insights, only direct exploration could reveal the truth behind the anomaly. Yet no expedition has reached the site. The mysterious structure still lies frozen beneath the Antarctic ice, silent, isolated, and waiting for discovery. Deep beneath Antarctica's frozen surface lies an ecosystem that challenges everything we know about life on Earth. The idea of organisms thriving 1,600 feet under the ice seems impossible, yet Antarctica continues to reveal extraordinary secrets. Researchers recently uncovered a hidden world beneath the Larsen ice shelf, a vast sheet of ice along the eastern Antarctic peninsula, where swarms of tiny shrimp-like creatures, known as amphipods, were found living in total darkness. The discovery began when scientists noticed an unusual groove in satellite images near where the ice shelf meets the land. Believing it to be part of a subsurface river, they drilled through 500 feet of ice using a hot water hose and reached a concealed chamber below. When they lowered a camera into the cavity, the screen filled with hundreds of moving specks. At first they thought the equipment had malfunctioned, until they realized the lens was being swarmed by living creatures. Finding life in such a cold, lightless environment defied all expectations. The presence of these amphipods suggests a thriving, interconnected ecosystem beneath the ice. Scientists suspect this may be part of a vast network of underground rivers, lakes, and estuaries stretching across Antarctica. Inside the cavern, they found an uneven roof, high ridges, and 5 distinct layers of water flowing in different directions. The discovery astonished researchers and raised unsettling questions. If life can exist here in one of the harshest places on Earth, what other unknown forms of life might still be waiting below? Do you believe that the story of Organism 46b might have some truth to it? That a unique, intelligent life form could have evolved and survived for millions of years in the isolated, lightless waters beneath Antarctica's ice, even if scientists have yet to find direct evidence? Let me know if you think yes, like me. Deep beneath Antarctica's ice lies an ecosystem that defies our understanding of life on Earth. In 2022, researchers drilling through the Larsen ice shelf, a vast sheet of floating ice along the eastern Antarctic peninsula, discovered a hidden world 1,600 feet below the surface. What began as an investigation of a suspected subsurface river, identified through satellite imagery, led scientists to a dark, water-filled cavity. Using a hot water drill, they melted a narrow shaft through the ice and lowered a camera into the void. At first, the footage was obscured by clouds of drifting particles. Then the team realized the movement wasn't a mechanical failure, it was life. Swarming around the lens were hundreds of tiny amphipods, shrimp-like crustaceans thriving in complete darkness and freezing temperatures. Their presence revealed a dynamic ecosystem circulating beneath the ice, where water flows through a complex network of channels, layers, and currents. The discovery astonished scientists and raised profound questions. If life can flourish in such extreme, sunless conditions, what other forms might exist in the unexplored depths below Antarctica's frozen frontier? One of Antarctica's most striking and eerie discoveries is the phenomenon known as blood falls, a cascade of crimson water spilling from Taylor Glacier into the McMurdo Dry Valleys. Discovered in 1911 by Australian geologist Griffith Taylor, the waterfall stains the surrounding ice a deep red, creating a scene that seems almost unreal. Scientists once believed the color came from red algae, but later research revealed something far more unusual. Using advanced imaging technology, researchers traced the source to a subglacial brine lake trapped beneath 400 meters of ice. This ancient, iron-rich, hypersaline water, cut off from the surface for up to 2 million years, is forced through fissures in the glacier. When the brine meets oxygen at the surface, the iron oxidizes, turning the water a vivid blood red. This discovery is more than just visually striking, it offers a rare glimpse into life isolated for millions of years. The sealed brine lake preserves an ancient microbial community that has evolved independently, surviving without sunlight or external nutrients. Studying these microbes helps scientists understand how life can persist in extreme environments, and offers clues about possible life on icy worlds like Europa. The existence of blood falls suggests there may be many more subglacial lakes hidden beneath Antarctica, each potentially harboring unique and ancient life forms, isolated, resilient, and unlike anything yet encountered on Earth. Now let me tell you about a discovery that quite literally fell from the sky and landed in Antarctica, with implications that continue to fascinate and unsettle scientists. Allan Hills 84001 is the name of a Martian meteorite found in the Allan Hills of Antarctica on December 27, 1984, by a team from the ENSMET project. This 1.93 kilogram rock, part of the Shergotite-Nacolite-Chassinite group, stood out sharply against the icy terrain, one reason Antarctica is such a productive site for meteorite hunting. The find was made by Roberta Score of NASA's Johnson Space Center and was later identified as one of the oldest known Martian meteorites, crystallized from molten rock about 4.09 billion years ago, older than most life on Earth. Chemical analysis revealed that liquid water existed on Mars when the rock formed. Data from the Mars Global Surveyor and Mars Odyssey missions suggest the meteorite originated from Eos Cosma in the Valles Marineris Canyon. Scientists believe it was ejected from Mars by a meteor impact roughly 17 million years ago and landed on Earth about 13,000 years ago. What made ALH-84-CEL-01 so controversial was a 1996 claim that it contained fossilized traces of Martian microorganisms. The announcement ignited a global debate about extraterrestrial life that remains unresolved. If the claim were true, it would mean life once existed on Mars, and perhaps that it can travel between worlds. Though most experts remain skeptical, the discovery transformed astrobiology and left a haunting question: if this rock doesn't hold Martian life, could others still be buried in Antarctic ice? And before we continue unfolding this fascinating discovery, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Don't forget to share it with your friends too, it helps the channel out, and I'm excited to continue bringing you more awesome content. In one of Antarctica's most remote regions, scientists discovered that the Ross Ice Shelf, the world's largest floating body of ice, isn't silent at all. Between 2014 and 2017, researchers from Colorado State University and the University of Chicago buried 34 ultra-sensitive seismometers across the shelf to monitor its motion and stability. What they found was astonishing: the ice was singing. The sensors recorded a continuous seismic vibration, a low-frequency hum around 5 Hz, caused by winds sweeping over the snow dunes that ripple across the ice shelf surface. These winds make the compacted snow layer resonate like a giant flute, producing an otherworldly sound far below the range of human hearing. Lead researcher Julian Chaput, a geophysicist at Colorado State, noted that storms, temperature shifts, and melting events subtly changed the song's tone, an icy melody that reflects the shelf's physical state. By listening to these vibrations, scientists can monitor changes in the snow and detect early warning signs of structural weakening or potential collapse. When the recordings were sped up into the audible range, the result was both haunting and mesmerizing, a ghostly voice rising from the frozen expanse. The Ross Ice Shelf, it seems, is not silent at all, but endlessly singing its slow, chilling warning from the heart of Antarctica. For decades, rumors have circulated about a secret Nazi base in Antarctica, a tale that has inspired countless conspiracy theories. Yet no evidence has ever supported the existence of a wartime German stronghold beneath the ice. What does exist are traces of Germany's early Antarctic expeditions and the modern Neumayer Station 3, a legitimate German research facility operated by the Alfred Wegener Institute since 2009. The myth likely grew from the 1938 to 1939 German Antarctic expedition, which explored an area of Queen Maud Land they dubbed Neuschwabenland. The expedition mapped the coastline and dropped aluminum flags to mark territory, but built no permanent base. Later stories of hidden tunnels, laboratories, or advanced technology are fabrications born from post-war speculation and Cold War intrigue. As for tales of a ghost ship frozen in Antarctic ice, none have ever been verified. However, several early 20th century German and Norwegian expeditions did leave behind relics and supply caches that now rest preserved in the permafrost, haunting reminders of the continent's brutal conditions and human persistence. Antarctica's icy wilderness still guards many secrets, but the legend of a secret Nazi base remains firmly in the realm of myth, proof of how easily history can freeze into folklore. Researchers on a routine expedition in East Antarctica set out to recover a misplaced data logger, but instead made a discovery that defied all expectations. Beneath the thick ice within the frozen and lightless depths of the Antarctic seafloor, they found a vast tropical coral reef hidden beneath miles of solid ice, a thriving ecosystem in a place thought utterly uninhabitable. Within this astonishing habitat, a vibrant community of starfish, sponges, worms, and algae flourished, forming a rich tapestry of life in the freezing darkness. These organisms had somehow adapted to the extreme cold, while the overlying ice sheets protected from the harsh surface environment. This unexpected reef challenges everything we know about life's limits. It stands as proof of nature's remarkable resilience and a sobering reminder of how much remains undiscovered on our own planet. If complex ecosystems can exist here, deep beneath Antarctica's ice, what other hidden worlds might still be waiting below? As the researchers' camera illuminated the reef, the vivid colors and alien-like creatures created an eerie otherworldly scene that felt almost unreal. Yet this beauty carries a warning. If climate change continues to reshape Antarctica, these fragile ancient ecosystems could vanish before we fully understand them. The possibility that entire worlds of life could disappear, unseen and undocumented, is both awe-inspiring and deeply unsettling. Do you think life could continue to thrive in complete darkness and extreme cold, like the organisms found beneath Antarctica's ice shelf, without any direct access to sunlight? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel to discover more interesting things. On Seymour Island, off the Antarctic Peninsula, scientists unearthed a fossil unlike anything ever found on the continent, a soft-shelled egg, roughly the size of a deflated football. Dating back about 66 million years, this extraordinary specimen offers a window into Antarctica's prehistoric oceans, when giant reptiles swam alongside the last dinosaurs. Discovered by a Chilean research team in 2011 and described in 2020, the fossil, nicknamed the Thing for its strange leathery appearance, now resides in Chile's National Museum of Natural History. Measuring about 29 centimeters long and weighing over a kilogram, it is the largest soft-shelled egg ever found, second in size only to the massive eggs of the extinct elephant bird of Madagascar. Analysis revealed the shell was thin and poorly mineralized, suggesting it belonged to a mosasaur or a similar marine reptile that lived in the Cretaceous seas surrounding Antarctica. These creatures, reaching lengths of more than 10 meters, likely gave live birth or laid eggs in nearshore environments. Formed at the end of the Cretaceous period, just before the mass extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs. The fossilized egg provides rare evidence that large marine reptiles thrived in Antarctic waters. Beyond its scientific importance, it evokes a haunting image of vast ancient oceans once teeming with predators whose kind vanished millions of years ago, leaving only this delicate shell as a final trace of their reign. In the heart of Antarctica's Weddell Sea, satellites in 1974 detected a vast ice-free opening in the middle of the winter pack ice, a hole as large as Ireland. This rare phenomenon, known as the Weddell Polynya, remained open for 2 years before sealing over in 1976, as though it had never existed. For 4 decades the ice stayed solid, until to scientists' surprise, the Polynya reopened in 2016 and again in 2017, expanding to about 80,000 square kilometers. Unlike normal coastal polynyas that form near the sea ice edge, this one appeared hundreds of kilometers from open water, deep in the frozen interior. "It's like someone punched a hole through the ice," said physicist Kent Moore of the University of Toronto, whose team studied the event using satellite data. Researchers now believe powerful ocean currents and cyclone-driven mixing pull warm, salty water upward from the deep ocean, melting the ice from below and preventing refreezing. When those conditions fade, the surface ice is over once more. Though no longer a total mystery, the Weddell Polynya remains a striking reminder of how sensitive Earth's polar systems are. Scientists continue to monitor it closely, since recurring openings may influence global ocean circulation and offer critical insight into how climate change is reshaping the planet's most remote frontiers. Do you think the mysterious reappearance of the Weddell Polynya could be a warning sign that climate change is already causing major unseen shifts in Earth's polar oceans? Let's discuss in the comments section. In 2021, researchers exploring the depths of the Weddell Sea made a discovery unlike anything seen before, an immense colony of icefish nests sprawling across the seafloor beneath nearly 500 meters of ice. Using a towed camera system, a team from the Alfred Wegener Institute stumbled upon what they later described as an underwater metropolis of life. The species, Jonah's icefish, is remarkable for its clear, antifreeze-rich blood, allowing it to survive in the near-freezing Antarctic waters. But what astonished scientists was the scale of its breeding grounds, over 60 million active nests stretching across roughly 240 square kilometers, an area larger than Washington, D.C. Each circular nest, guarded by a single fish, contained several thousand eggs, forming a dense city-like network across the ocean floor. Lead researcher Autumn Purser recalled the moment of discovery as hours of nests, one after another, revealing a level of population density never before recorded in marine life. The colony likely supports an entire food web, with Weddell seals frequently diving above the site to feed. This massive ecosystem, thriving in complete darkness, reshapes our understanding of life in extreme environments and raises urgent questions about its future. Scientists warn that climate change and shifting ocean currents could threaten this fragile stronghold, potentially endangering one of Antarctica's most extraordinary species. Few legends capture the human imagination like Atlantis, the fabled lost civilization described by Plato more than 2,000 years ago. In his dialogues Timaeus and Critias he wrote of a powerful island nation that vanished in a single day and night of misfortune. Ever since, scholars and explorers have searched the globe for traces of its existence. Some fringe theories suggest that Antarctica might conceal the ruins of this mythical city preserved beneath miles of ice. Proponents point to satellite imagery that appears to show geometric patterns or pyramid-like formations on the frozen continent. However, scientists have found no credible evidence of human-built structures beneath Antarctic ice. The supposed pyramids and tunnels are natural geological features shaped by erosion, ice flow, and mountain ridges. Geological studies confirm that Antarctica was once part of the supercontinent Gondwana, and around 90 million years ago supported forests and a mild climate, but long before humans evolved. While the continent does hide ancient mountain ranges and river valleys beneath its ice sheet, none are connected to Plato's Atlantis. The enduring fascination with Atlantis in Antarctica reflects a deeper truth. Our planet still holds mysteries beneath its ice, and our longing for lost civilizations mirrors our curiosity about Earth's deep past. But for now, Atlantis remains where it began, in myth, not in the ice. Antarctica remains a realm of mystery and fascination, characterized by extreme environments and breathtaking landscapes that continue to challenge our understanding of life, history, and our planet itself. What do you think about these incredible and terrifying discoveries in Antarctica? Have they changed your perspective on what might be possible in the most remote corners of our planet? Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and let me know which discovery you found most fascinating or most disturbing. Don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending content about the mysteries of our world, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update when we uncover more secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew about Earth. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.